Well, isn't this video gonna be controversial? Yeah, so I'm gonna be comparing Melee and Smash 4, if you couldn't tell by the title. So I decided to do this because fucking move me, mics. I decided to do this because Smash Ultimate is coming out, and we all know that's gonna be the best Smash ever. And if you disagree, then you suck and I hate you. But I'm deciding to compare Melee and Smash 4 because fuck Brawl. Look, Brawl was great, but it was super casual. Subspace was amazing, and I liked playing with my friends. But there's a reason why there's not a competitive scene for it. And I'm just gonna talk about Melee versus Smash 4. I even wrote up some notes. I don't do that normally. I go off the hinge. I don't fucking do nothing for no one that's outside of improv, but I wrote notes. Minimal, but they're still there. So let's go ahead and compare. So we gotta talk about content. So Melee did bring quite a bit to the table. Adding more characters, adding a couple more modes. It brought in an adventure mode, which is definitely different. And it's like, whoa, characters are going through stages and shit. What? That was pretty cool. And everything just got basically updated. So I grabbed everything from the original and then just oomphed it. And it definitely shows like how much work Sakurai definitely put into the game in the short amount of time he had to actually develop it. That's why there's fucking 7 clone characters. But now let's look at the content for Smash 4. Yeah, it does take out adventure mode and the ice climbers, which people couldn't chain grab anymore, so that's actually fantastic. But it also has 8-player Smash, Smash Tour, it has online, it has crazy mass orders, and it has everything Melee has. It has so much to the game. It has everything that Melee has outside of an adventure mode, and it has more. And it keeps all the settings, has more stages, more characters, and I'm not gonna delve into this too much, but the controls are different, but like more redefined. But we'll talk about that later. But it does have all the like necessary modes to be in the game. The only drawback is Target Smash is fucking just downgraded into something that is totally unrecognizable and kind of stupid. It should have been something else, and Target Smash should have been what Melee has, but Brawl also kind of screwed that up, but whatever. But it still has Classic, All-Star, events, stuff like that you care about outside of the adventure mode. But then there's one mode that Smash 4 neglected and then made a shitty online version that barely worked and no one played it, so they took it out. Tournament mode. How the fuck do you forget tournament mode? That mode was so great. If you have like a group of friends, but like you have like, let's say more than 8 people, or even 8 people, but you don't want to be smashed into one singular screen, because that is a pain in the dick trying to find your character in Palutena's temple when everybody's separated. Being able to have all your friends in a tournament bracket, and there's computers that could screw things up, and then you can see who really is the best. Is it you and this guy? Is it you and this guy? Or is it this guy and the computer? Or, you know, who is the best? I don't want to have to take out a notepad and write out a goddamn bracket just so me and my friends could have a little bit of a tournament fun. I want the game to do that. Melee and Brawl both did that. Why would you take that out in Smash 4? That makes like 0 sense. It's not that hard of a mode to program, I guarantee it. It's literally just a bracket. And then you set numbers and you set the characters in the bracket, and then they go through the bracket. I don't see what was hard about that. Why did you take it out? These changes got taken out because of Smash 4 3DS, which screwed everything up and took things out of Smash 4. That being said, even though Smash 4 could have been way more than it was if they took out the 3DS bullcrap and made it just for the Wii U, it still has more. It still has more to offer in content alone. It still has all the trophies plus more. It has the trophy minigame. It still has the movies. It's not just a special movie, which still was pretty great in Melee. It has everything outside of tournament and adventure, but it also has more on top of that. So I'm going to go with Smash 4 when we're talking about content. Now let's do a quick talk about the graphics or style of the game. Melee just took what 64 had and increased it. It was vibrant, it was colorful, everybody still had their own style, and it was pretty great. And it's jumped from 64 bits to 128 bits. It was a way bigger jump than from GameCube to the Wii. And then Smash 4 took what Melee had, and I say increased it. It went from SD to HD, so now you're looking at your characters in great 720p, at least. I don't remember the exact what the Wii U does. Why don't I remember this? It's still HD and still looks great. Especially, you know, trying to play both of these games on a flat screen, because I don't keep around those CRT. It definitely it looks great, and it still has the vibrantness of Melee. It took what Melee had and made it better. So this one is just easy. The Smash 4 again. See why people are gonna be mad at me? I see it. I could force you the comments right now, mostly from competitive players. That's the only people who play Smash Melee anymore. No one calls it Smash Melee. What the fuck's wrong with me? Now let's talk about the gameplay. Okay, so I'm going to actually mash gameplay and controls into one segment. Because that is kind of the same. But let's go over just straight up gameplay. So Melee actually innovated quite a bit for what it was. Mainly because the movement was a little bit faster, and a little bit snappy, snappy, snap. And we got a side special. So before, we only had up special, down special, and neutral special. Now we have a side special, so now you can use these even more. Biggest difference you can see is like in Link. Now instead of Link having the boomerang as neutral, it changed to the boomerang being the side special, and now you have an arrow. So now he has 3 different items he could use, and then his spin attack being his recovery. Mario gets a cape, Peach has her ass, yeah. But then Donkey Kong has like his headbutt. Captain Falcon now has his like woo, like Falcon like swoop punch uppercut thing. He gives more to the game, where Smash 4 just takes that and just kind of tweaks it and redefines it. You know, they was like, okay, this works, let's just kind of tweak it a little bit. Each player, you know, just tweaks, because Melee kind of did perfect the button layout. Now, I'm not saying the controls and the fluidity of them, but they did perfect the actual button layout. So that portion would go to Melee. I say Smash 4 is a little bit of a hybrid of now how it feels, Brawl and Melee. So it's not as crazy tight, but it's also not loose either. I feel like it is the perfect middle ground when it comes to the actual feel of it. And this kind of goes to the controls now. The controls for Melee were amazing at the time because it was the newest Smash and it did innovate from the 64. But I'm comparing the games now because that's how this particular video is doing it. Me trying to play it, you know, recently, and then even more recently for getting this footage, doesn't feel as good as Smash 4. And I think my issue is I'm not good at the GameCube controller anymore. Even me plugging the GameCube controller into my Wii U, I'd much rather use the Pro controller. But for some reason, it felt clunky to me to play Melee. Not only the GameCube controller itself, but how the game, like, me trying to do smash attacks, I would tend to do a tilt move instead. I mean, it wouldn't be most of the time, I would say about half the time. I couldn't execute a smash attack as well as I wanted to because it would not read that I'm trying to do a smash attack. I don't know if it's just the combination of directional and A pressing at the same time, like that window is shorter, or I don't know what it is, but there was something about the smash attacks that were off, and the jumping fell a little off, and also trying to fight the metal people was just straight up annoying. I'm just gonna put that out there. When going through the adventure mode and the classic mode, the metal people were just annoying. But I don't know, it felt clunky to me playing it again. Now, it might be better if I was playing on a CRT, but I don't think it would be much more different. The controls don't change just because what your TV output is. because I'm still pressing the button at the same time, just because I have a little bit of input lag, because maybe the hertz won't be running at the same time. I have input lag when playing Smash 4 online, but I can still feel the difference in the controls between even that and Melee. So I just know it feels wrong. So that's a lot of me complaining about my Melee controls. So when it goes on the control aspect, I'm going to say I like Smash 4's way better. Alright, so the longevity of the game. So this is rough, because Smash 4, I mean, it definitely lived its life. And it's just the fact that Ultimate is going to be so insanely better that Smash 4 is going to die. Sadly, it takes what Smash 4 has and it's making it better, plus adding way more content to it. Even having an adventure mode. There's no Subspace Emissary, but it is still a adventure type mode with cutscenes and some sort of story. There are levels. There's an overworld map. There's a whole thing. Plus, you got just the normal ass spirit mode. You have everything else. Maybe they brought the classic mode is redone and totally awesome, and better than the classic mode in Smash 4, because that is probably a blemish on the original Smash 4, sadly. But Ultimate is definitely gonna just kill Smash 4. The competitive scene is done because there's no Smash 4 purists. When the better game comes out, the better game comes out. I think so. Melee has definitely lived, I say, way longer than it should have. There's two reasons why I think the Melee scene is just still alive. The fact, I forgot to mention this in the control part, the fact that you could exploit the game so hard using wave dashing and L canceling and chain grabbing, especially if you're ice climbers. I hate people who chain grab with ice climbers. You suck, and you are not. I have no respect for you. Okay, tangents. Notes don't equal no tangents. I can't express that enough. But all these exploits, make people want to play it, and it's like, oh well, I've been doing it for so long, and I'm so good at the game that I don't want to go to a different game. I just want to keep on doing Melee tournaments and always keep on trashing the competitors. Yeah, whatever. It's just such a stuck in the past and also kind of douchey look. Like, I don't understand. And this is the part where people break their keyboards, especially Melee competitive players. But the only reason why these kind of people exist, I blame that on Brawl, 100%. Brawl overcorrected with the competitive scene way too much, where Sakura was like, this is not what the game was supposed to be. Redo everything. So now, again, like what I said before, you are a feather, but that also has enough weight to trip on land. And you don't notice that because you're jumping a lot, because it's a lot better to do that, because again, you were just it floats so much. It was such an overcorrection. Brawl is almost only for casual players, so they just overcorrected. So now the people in Melee who loved the game and played it all the time, when the competitive scene for Melee was created, Brawl came out. It's like, well, this screws up every strat I have. I said stat because I'm an idiot. This screws up every strat I have, and what's this tripping thing? What the fuck? Okay, I'm just gonna go and play Melee some more, and then that lasted until 2015, where people were already playing the game for 14 years. Competitively, they can't accept Smash 4 as a competitive game for them because they've been doing the same thing for 14 years. So Brawl has everything to blame for that. So longevity definitely goes to Melee, but I don't agree with it, but it's the facts and it's there. It has definitely more longevity, and those people will still exist 20 years from now even. He's like, oh, Melee's best, yeah. So there's nothing you can do about that. Melee people, it's ingrained in them. To kind of round this out, I honestly think that Smash 4 is just a better game. It took stuff out like the ice climbers and wave dashing, L canceling, and whatever. That melee competitive players love to exploit, because when you take that out of the game, it's like, oh, I'm retarded now, I can't play this game. I just think the controls are more refined. It feels better to play. There's technically more to do in the game. I could always go back to Smash 4, I can't do the same thing for Melee. Now, this is definitely subjective, because it is a lot about feeling, but objectively, it has more characters. They did tune the controls more. They are focusing on both casual players and competitive players. Obviously, it has more stages. It has capability of doing online. DLC was a thing, so they added even more characters on top of what they had. It's newer, and it's not Brawl, because then they learn from their mistakes. It's like, okay, we cannot neglect one type of people. Let's try to make it for everyone, and it could still have a very strong competitive scene. It's just Melee people, they're just dedicated. They're just way too dedicated for their own good. So, Smash 4 definitely took what Melee had and made it better, in my opinion. For me, Smash 4 wins out of it. So, there's my ramble. I've been recording this for way too long. I thought I was recording longer than that. There's my opinions. Smash 4 is better than Melee, but Melee did do a bit more for the series than Smash 4 did. And Smash 4 was just a good stepping stone to make Ultimate the way it is today, which is the best Smash ever. So, if you like this episode, thumbs up. If you want to see more from us, subscribe. I'm holding a pen, don't know why. And that being said,